Hello. This is the first episode of Interviews with Dominic. Um, I'm here with LJ. LJ,
So
talk now.
I am a livery designer, also a graphic designer, and I run leagues, mainly the PDL, the Challenge, and also run Team Capital. I've been doing this for about 2 years now, so still relatively new. Um, been doing this for the whole of GT7's lifespan, and yeah, it's been proper fun. So hey Dom, how's it going?
I'm doing good. I've got a couple questions to ask you. If you don't mind me. Um,
Yeah, sounds good. It's all good.
uh, what made you start playing Gran Turismo?
I think I started playing Gran Turismo around GT4. I was quite young. I was probably four at the time. Can't really remember it loosely. I think it was around like GT6 when I started properly getting into it. Then, of course, we got onto PS4. Then GT Sport came out, and
Mm-hmm.
in the latter half of that game's lifespan is when I started actually making liveries. I had been making liveries before on Need for Speed games. Thank God we've lost those at the time. But yeah, the GT started making GT liveries. Then I started learning from other designers. Tom Bellingham, Tommy from the
Yeah,
who
yeah.
used to be of WTF1. He was a big inspiration for me
Mm-hmm.
when I started out. So yeah, that's how I started with livery designing mainly, and then of course GT7 comes out, and that's the year in between learning a lot, and that's leading me to where I am now. So
Um, Another question would be, what's your most proud piece of work?
that's a good question. Probably I've got a few. The one I did for Taters in round one of what was SSRL season three. It was this beautiful thing. It was like Sakura themed, but it had
Mm-hmm.
like strips of manga going through it.
I think I remember
Also
it.
my personal helmet. That's a personal favorite of mine. Josh's ILMS livery, both of them. I
Mm-hmm.
Both of them were kind of experimental, and I really enjoyed doing both of them. And yeah, so if I had to give you an answer, I would say still probably still probably Josh's new ILMS livery for the GT3 Evo. So
That's fair enough. Um, so I know you're a livery designer and stuff like that. Are you planning to go into driving soon, or are you sticking with livery designing?
problem with driving at the moment is I'm gonna have to basically learn how to drive pad. I've been doing some races on sport mode at the moment. I'm about a C rank, sort of near the back of the field and that. So if I were to get into league racing, I'd probably have to actually first off find a league where I could actually drive at a reasonable time and also not have to manage or do anything else like that. So I would be open to driving in the future, definitely though, even if it's more on a casual basis. But yeah, we'll just wait and see.
Um, Recently you've been helping with a lot of like racing leagues and like teams and stuff. Has this always been like your thing, or are you just like happy to help?
Um, it's more just about like getting my name out there, like if it's just word of the community, people know me,
Yeah, fair
and
enough.
if by just helping people out, you'll see my liveries everywhere, and therefore you get more clients, more people wanting your stuff. So it's a bit of a grind, but overall I do enjoy every step, and just having fun with liveries is the main thing behind it.
Okay. Um, uh, the recent the challenge is quite recent, right?
Quite recent, yeah, started this year.
What made you start it?
Uh, I think because I was playing a lot of Grid, mainly Grid Legends, and I think something I liked about that game was just how diverse everything was, and I think part of it was just what if I could bring this but to a more competitive climate. And obviously, if you look at the league climate, we had ERF, ILMS, course, SSRL, but that's gone defunct now. So, what else? There's WTCC, all great leagues in their own right, but they all sort of revolve around either Group 1, Group 3, or Group 4. I wanted to do something that basically we didn't have any blueprint, so we could do whatever the hell we want. If we wanted to experiment, then we were allowed to. And I think that's part of what's special about it. So to answer your question about what made me fan it in the first place, I guess it's just wanting to try new stuff and not be bound to any past trends. So, yeah.
Okay, I have one more final question, and that would be if anyone was trying to make it as what you are doing right now, what would you tell them?
I tell them just keep on, persevere, just don't give up, man. Like, there's been times where I've been like properly down on myself, especially. I think the worst thing you can do is compare yourself to other designers and other drivers. It's just your best metric should be who you were yesterday and who you are today. Compare those two. If you're a better person or a better designer than you were before, then that's a W in itself. And if there's a quote by, I think it's Goofy in the PDL that I like, is you're only as good as your most recent design. And that's 100%. Like, so if you constantly improving yourself, then that's all you can really ask for. I mean, maybe you're not as good as Kagura or as Azza or Tic Tac or any of these other guys, but at the moment you're still bettering yourself. And yeah, that's part of the magic of it, really. So, yeah.
Okay, okay. Would there be anything you would want to say, or is that all?
Um,
I
no,
mean,
not really.
you can ask me
Shut.
something if you want. Like,
um, no, so good. Challenge coming up tomorrow, first round, easy as.
mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, no
Oh my
problem.
Lord, fucking hell. Um, and yeah, thank you again.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you.
No problem.